This is Bilal Randeree, and I'm at the Al Jazeera forum with Amira al-Husseini, who is a blogger with Global Voices Online. Amira, could you give us a brief introduction to yourself?
I'm the Middle East and North Africa editor for Global Voices Online, which is a website which summarizes and curates citizen media reactions to developments around the world.
Thanks. As you know, I myself was in Bahrain for a very short amount of time, just visiting the airport and getting deported back to Qatar.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's not your fault, of course.
On behalf of decent Bahrainis out there, Bahrainis are known for their hospitality, and we never turn people away.
That's good to know. But can you give us the latest update on what the situation in Bahrain is like?
It really hurts. What's happening in Bahrain is that instead of society working together and people joining hands to start reforms in a country that has held back on reforms, we started very well in 2002 with hope for reforms. We've gone a long way from what Bahrain was, but there were still elements in the regime which were holding the country and its people back. So now there is this full push for more reforms, for real reforms, for a proper political participation of society. And this is also being aborted, and the reason is that we have someone very smart playing a very dirty game, and that game is, let's pit Bahrainis against each other, let's start a sectarian warfare, and let's have a pro-government camp and a pro-democracy camp which are at each other's necks, which is ridiculous for the rest of the world, because governments are supposed to uphold all the principles we hold dear to us and not fight democracy and development and reform.
So how do you see the situation unfolding in Bahrain?
The situation is, if the government is not handling this tactfully, as we have seen as observers from the ground, I'm neutral. I'm not opposition. I have no links to anybody, and I've been observing this as part of my work covering revolutions around the region. And not only revolutions, but I cover citizen media, and I've been doing it for 5 years. Like I just didn't wake up and say, let me become the revolution reporter.
Right.
So Bahrain hurts me because what I see is that society needs to grow up, and whoever is playing the sectarian game needs to wake up.
Who is playing this game?
I blame the government. I think the government has everything in its hands.
But why do the people then allow that? I mean, are they not seeing what's happening, the dangers of that?
People who are blinded with their loyalty. We live in Bahrain. You are blinded by your loyalty to the powers. You are raised to be raised on submission to your elders, submission to society, submission to traditions, and submission to your rulers. For you to think on your own and say, hey, there must be something wrong with this setup. It can't be a sectarian war. It takes, you need to take a wake-up chill of some sort.
Right.
Pill.
Yeah. Chill pill. Okay, but so do you see some solution coming out?
The only solution is if society grows up. We are now seeing people who are seen to be provocative, like they're going for marches to the king's palace and to where the kings live, and to Rafah, which is where the royal family reside. Many of them, not every member of the royal family is privileged enough to live in Rafah. And there are poor areas there as well. There are pockets in Rafah which have the worst, most appalling levels of poverty you could see in Bahrain. So you can't, nothing is in black and white.
Okay. Thanks so much for your time, Amira.
Welcome.
We look forward to speaking to you through the rest of the forum. This interview should be on our website. That's aljazeera.net/English. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.